Oh, I've real rigid back.
Fucking rigid.
No, I actually have to stop sitting like a prawn.
No prawn.
No, it's getting bad.
You calling me a prawn?
I'm turning into gumbo. Hey, is right.
My name is Miss Roots.
And I'm Mistaken.
And together we are...
The Missuses.
The Missuses is...
According to two men in a van.
I have to say, there is something mortifying. And this probably is, you know, the whole speech that Panty said about you have to check yourself. When I have to, like, read back our email as Out with the Missus, I do get a little bit scarlet. I think it's kind of like when people say they call their animals, like their pets, really something fucking stupid, and then they're in, like, the vet and they have to call that back to them. And they have a cat called, like, Whiskey or something.
I have no idea what you're saying.
When I have to read out our email address, so if I'm on the phone or I have to confirm something.
Oh, I get what you mean.
And I'm reading out, and then I always do it phonetically, and I'm like, oh, UTW. And then they're like, out with the missus. And they always say, out with the missuses. And I'm like, yeah. That's me.
It's kind of like when you made like an email address when you were 9. And it was like Funky Love Muffin 12 XXO.
Why did you have that ready to go?
Please don't email me on my personal email.
I think we know who Funky Love Muffin is.
Why was it Funky Love Muffin XXO 12 or something?
Do you know that's how Charlie XCX got her name?
From her email address?
That was her, I'm nearly sure that was her MySpace. It was Charlie, because everyone, when she like started to pop off properly, was like, what's the XCX mean? And she was like, I think she was like, it's Kiss Charlie Kiss. But like, that was just her MySpace. It was just Charlie XCX. There's no real artistic reason.
Oh, what a happy accident for her now.
Well, she wasn't Love Muffin or whatever you said.
Well, I could have a great career ahead of me known as Love Muffin 12 XOXO. You just watch. I'm going to get the pots and pans. I'm going to clang them now. Make
Clang them everywhere.
It's going to be great. We are fully recovered from Pride, isn't that right?
I can't believe we're still talking about it, to be fair.
I can't.
It's been weeks.
Two whole weeks. We've been busy enough, though. Mm-hmm. To be fair, we had a little bit of downtime.
We did.
But we've kept it going. We've kept it trucking.
Remind me, when was the last episode? The last episode was out the Tuesday after Pride.
Yes, we recorded it before we went to see Lana Del Rey.
We did. And how we did.
But in that like record, I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't soulless.
Yeah, well, there's you were a husk. You weren't. Yeah. You weren't Frankie Love Muffin.
Frankie. You were Frankie Love Muffin. Why are you not Frankie Love Muffin for?
No, you weren't. You were a husk. A husk person.
I was a husk.
Yeah. Right, okay. An empty void husk.
But since then, our lives have been turned upside down.
Nothing but sunshine.
Nothing but sunshine and positive affirmations.
Yeah.
And
good vibes only.
Great vibes only. And I've been getting lovely abuse on your viral video. It's great. It's so
you have
fun.
Been, to be fair. So we done a video that's, I don't really know if it's gone like viral. Like it's like 10,000. Is that viral?
No.
It's done the rounds.
Yeah.
It's done the rounds. It's that, if anyone hasn't seen it.
Your cousin's auntie has liked it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's been in a group chat.
I've had more viral moments. I have. It's that trend where people are saying like, oh, so my boyfriend wants to show you X and you better be nice about it.
Yeah.
So we done that. Fun fact, when we done it.
We done it on the roof of the George.
We done it on the roof of the George. We went out onto the terrace and then we done it on the roof because we needed to set it up all very nice and proper. And then we were out of ice. Technically speaking, we went to one of the fire exits of the George to do this, and we were out of eyesight when we were doing it, so we got locked out of the George.
I was terrified.
We were locked out for like a good 10 minutes. Now,
no, to be fair,
I do think every time I tell the story, it goes up by at least a minute.
Yeah, I think it was no more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it felt like 10. It was very warm.
It
felt like 10.
Warm. Yeah,
and we were in full drags.
Well, obviously,
so I was at least 30 degrees myself. I think the body rests at 35, so it's probably like 40.
Yeah,
I was...
easily.
But you have been getting dogs abuse on it.
I have been. But now, in fairness, I'm also stoking it, so like I'm kind of bringing it on myself.
You're gunning for the fight.
I'm clapping back,
and it's not even your TikTok. Like,
and it's faceless profiles.
Yeah.
With a single letter for a name.
Yes.
Specifically F on TikTok. Yes. Me and F are beefing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of loving it though, I'm not gonna lie.
There was one particular one that was kind of iconic because, and it wasn't iconic because they said anything iconic. It was because they were like, again, the trend is my boyfriend wants to show you blah blah blah. So you were like, my boyfriend wants to tell you about our new podcast and you better be nice about it or whatever. And one of the comments was like, waiting for the boyfriend to appear. And I was like, you were trying so hard to be
So
homophobic
hard.
/ transphobic that in fact you were gender affirming.
Yeah.
Like you
They really
clocked
tried.
me as a woman.
Yeah.
Which is incorrect because I'm not a
And
woman.
you know, they wrote it like over a double chin on an Android.
Don't see
This
boyfriend.
is gas.
Yeah,
you know?
gas. Yeah.
But good for them.
They never respond either. They just
No, I
they
kind
never
of
have
I
a
do be
fight.
wanting a little back and forth, and sometimes
You
they
do
start
want
responding.
Yeah, they never respond.
No.
Yeah.
I filled my time though. In the last 2 weeks watching Desperate Housewives.
We are back on Desperate Housewives. Now, I actually need to address something.
Oh.
Because we started watching Desperate Housewives. You introduced me to it when we got together first. So this is actually 8 years ago. Is it 8 years this week? Yeah,
Yes.
8 years this week.
This Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday. You introduced me to Desperate Housewives. And then we didn't finish it. I know this for a fact. Do you agree? Do you agree that we didn't finish it?
Yeah, we didn't get to the very last season.
Then why did you guys gaslight me for 4 years telling me that we did finish it? I haven't said this to you yet.
I don't think
You
I did.
tried to convince me that we finished it. And I just, much like the faceless TikToks, I just took it. I said, okay, sure, we finished it, and thought to myself, I really have to do something about my memory because I don't remember that. And then we sat down to watch it like last week and you were like, no, sure, we never made it past season 4.
Do you know what?
You gaslit me for years.
I don't think I did. Do you know
For
what I think probably
years.
happened was you probably stopped being fun to watch it with. So I just
Yeah,
didn't
but
really
then
wanna
why
finish
did
it.
you? Well, then why did you not just say we're not going to continue watching this? Why did you try and convince me that we
pretty
finished
sure-
watching it?
I'm pretty sure, did I not tell you that I lost the last boxer because it wasn't on streaming at the time?
That is true. I did.
what happened.
Yeah, but okay. Well, that's still fine.
Yeah.
Then why convince me for 4 years that we?
No, I
finished
don't
it?
have full recollection of this, by the way.
You genuinely
I'm
told me.
just-
I think I went to say to you. I distinctly remember 2 times years ago being like, we must finish Desperate Housewives, and you were like, we finished it.
But it would have been like a big task to get back into at the time.
Yeah, but then why not just say that?
we were
As my
probably
point.
watching Grey's. Do you know
We
what I
were
mean?
watching Grey's Anatomy. To be fair, I think it was in the middle of
Sometimes
watching
you're
Grey's
easier
Anatomy.
to appease. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you didn't appease me.
I kind of like.
You told me that we finished it, to which I was like, God, I don't remember finishing it.
Sometimes it's just good to give you a narrative. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think we even got as far enough for Vanessa Williams to be in it. I don't ever
we
remember.
definitely did.
I don't remember.
I think we only didn't watch the last season. I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
you still lied to me. You
I
still
don't think it was
lied
a
to me.
lie. I think I manipulated the truth in my favor.
Oh, that sounds so much better on paper.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
does.
from the
That's
Chandelier
great.
School of Drag.
I didn't lie. I just didn't tell the truth.
But do you know what? The thing about it is, right, with Desperate Housewives, you would not get away with any of that now.
No, it's I was telling my mom that we were rewatching it, and I remembered, or didn't remember more so, my mom ever watching it. So I was like, my mom loves to get into a series with several seasons. So I was like, oh my God, we're rewatching Desperate Housewives. It's great. You have to watch it. And I did have to say, and this is, I feel like, what people didn't appreciate at the time, you have to watch it with a sense of irony. So it's
totally.
only
It's camp. It's not.
it's only gotten better as time goes on,
Yeah.
because you're literally like, A, how are they able to get away with some of this stuff? But B, like, it really, I don't ever remember people kind of seeing it as like a comedy. It was obviously a soap opera, but like, it's gas. Like, the writing is so clever.
And I know we were talking about this last week. I don't know if they class it as a soap opera,
Yeah, okay.
but it's some form of drama. It's
Yeah.
something.
Am I right in saying it was written by a gay man?
Oh, it was created by a gay man. I
Created
don't
by
know
a
if he
gay man.
wrote it. Yeah.
Okay, right, but it does, now that I know that, like, that makes sense why
So
the
much
male
sense.
characters are the way the male characters are.
There was a spin-off. Well, no, I don't know if it was a spin-off or it was like made by the same people, called
Mm-hmm.
Devious Maids.
Oh, that rings a bell.
Oh my God, it was terrible. Like, it was
Okay.
really trashy, but it was as equally kind of iconic.
Was it
but
after Desperate Housewives?
I think it was, or it might have been parallel to like the last season or something.
And they're actually bringing back Desperate Housewives, right?
Yeah.
Is it a reboot or a remake, or what is it?
So I don't exactly know, but I think Kerry Washington is producing, or her
Oh,
like production
love.
company. is
I
producing.
read half of her book and it was fantastic. Now, obviously not enough to read the other half, but
Kerry Washington.
yeah.
When?
Kerry Washington from Scandal.
Yeah.
I watched it, or I
watched it.
I listened to it.
I
technically.
watched her book, but I only got half of it through. That sounds like you're bending the truth
Well,
in your favor.
technically, you do watch a book. You're looking at it.
No.
Yeah.
No, don't
Yeah.
start this now. Don't have me do another Instagram poll,
I
because
don't
I'll be doing
know.
it.
You could watch a book.
No, you
could.
can't be watching a book.
You mainly
You
read
a
it.
book.
Yeah, but you're watching it. Well, I listened to it, in fact. I listened to her audiobook
Yeah, that's a completely
when
different
we were
thing
in Gran
altogether.
Canaria in October because I finished Maya Angelou's.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. I think it was free, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
So I said, I wasn't.
I also don't remember that because we share an Audible account.
Maybe I didn't listen to it. Maybe I watched it.
Right. You didn't watch it.
I must have been watching her book. I must have been.
Right, whatever.
That's what it was.
Don't annoy me now.
Love it anyway. It's fantastic.
She's bringing it back. It's going to be called Wisteria Lane. I don't think any of the original cast are coming back. I
Okay.
don't know if it's going to be as good, let's be real, because not to be that person, but it might be a bit woke.
Can I say something as well? When you were saying you don't know if the original cast was going to be coming back, in my mind I was going to be like, well, they're all a bit old to be playing those characters now. However, the age that they have these, like the way they have these women dressed, so Brie Van de Kamp is 42 at most. Why is she gone 60? Like, not in the face necessarily, but I know it's
great,
Y2K.
like great for her age.
Great for her age.
Was the character choice, as it were.
But like Susan, okay, Susan is probably more so. Susan, right? Susan's supposed to be 35 in episode 1.
Yeah.
35. Gabby is supposed to be 28.
Yeah.
Now,
Wait,
fair
no,
enough.
Gabby is not 28.
She is. I looked this up. Gabby's supposed to be 28 in season 1.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't we see her 30th birthday party?
In season 3, you see it apparently.
What?
She turns
Oh, we
30
haven't
in
got there
season
yet.
3. We haven't gotten there yet. Or I don't know if it's her 30th or she alludes to some kind of birthday, but I remember looking it up and it told the exact age and it said that we don't get an exact age from Gabby immediately, but in season 3 she mentions her age, which makes it obviously go back 3 years. Well, it says 28/29. She's supposed to be 28/29. And also, if she's 28/29, why is her modelling career over? But that was the 2000s.
That is so true, actually.
Right?
And in the vein of you being a malicious liar, I met Eva Longoria.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So we are celebrating 8 years being together this week. You've never told me that you've met Eva Longoria.
Yeah.
This is the story.
Well,
I'm
okay,
Latin,
right.
rhymes with Saturn.
So when I say I met Eva Longoria, I was in the same room as Eva Longoria. When I worked in River Island, she came into the store and they closed the store.
What did she...
closed the
Alright,
thing
listen,
down for
this
a
is
while.
going to sound how it sounds. What did she smell like?
Oh, right, okay. I didn't actually meet her. I wasn't that close. Do you know what I mean? But I seen her. Like,
Right, and I'm on the same continent as Bono. Like, what? Like, what do you mean?
well, you're watching a book. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And I watched Kerry Washington's book.
She's stunning.
Is she really small?
Tiny.
Tiny. Do you
But, like,
remember
really petite as
I'm
well.
Eva Longoria and this is the story, I'm Latin, rhymes with Saturn?
No.
Do you remember she hosted the EMAs? I think it was the one that was in
Oh,
Belfast.
I do remember that.
And they got her to do that
I
bastard.
think it might have been that year.
Oh my god, it probably was that year. That was
might have
about
been.
2015.
Yeah,
And they got this woman, to which I hadn't watched Desperate Housewives at this time, so I didn't. Do you know, I've been exposed to very famous people. 2 exactly. 1, Eva Longoria. Actually, no, I wasn't near her. What I'm trying to get
So
at is...
who else were you exposed to?
Now I can't remember her name. 'Cause
Yeah.
No, from Wicked.
What's her name?
Oh my god, no, you're putting me on the spot now.
OG Wicked, New
OG
Wicked.
it's why can't I remember her name? Oh my god,
Kirsten
I'm so embarrassed.
Chenoweth.
Kirsten Chenoweth. I didn't know who a Kirsten Chenoweth was.
I think I just called her Kirsten Chenoweth.
Well, we're both wrong, aren't
I'm
we?
the one that has a picture with her, though.
Yeah, you do have a picture with her. I met her backstage at a show, didn't have a clue who she was, and you were fuming
No, I
at
was
me.
fuming at you for that.
Fuming at me.
Yeah, it was.
I only remember that this week. That was crazy.
Um,
Anyway, so she's very small. You're not too sure what she smells like, but she did host the EMAs, and they got her to do the horrible rap, which was "I'm Eva Longoria, and this is the story. I'm Latin, rhymes with Saturn." I can't remember the rest of it. I think I blacked out.
I'm sure it'll be in her book that you'll watch.
Yeah, I'll watch her book when it comes out. I wonder if she has a book. I'm gonna look that up.
I wouldn't imagine she has a book.
I don't know. Anyway, Desperate Housewives, fantastic, really, really
Yes.
good, love it. Yeah, fantastic. We're currently on the end of season 2, so for any avid fans,
No, also for the record, I have seen it all before.
well, I haven't.
But that's,
Despite what
do
you
know
tried
what?
to make me
It's all
believe.
ahead of you now because you're going to be able to experience the ending.
Fair, I don't remember any of it. I don't remember anything past season 1, really. I remember when Gabby has her child.
Yeah.
But right now, she's just after getting her child Lily taken off her. Can't remember where that goes, but I remember the other child.
No
Anyway,
spoilers, nothing though.
no spoilers.
It's out
come
about
on now.
25 years. What else was I going to say? There's one thing I was going to say about Desperate Housewives actually, because, oh yeah, what's so funny to me is how Republicans and conservatives are painted in like that early 2000s was
Okay.
very like prim, proper, you know, family values, all that kind of stuff. Now they're just crazy.
Yeah.
Like they are just tapped.
Because I think Brie is
a Republican. She has a gun.
She has a
She's
gun.
a
She's
member
part
of the NRA.
NRA.
Yeah.
And it's alluded to that
And she'd make you.
what?
She'd make you want to join the NRA. Like, come
Well,
on, she would.
Not in today.
No, not now. Like, not actually, but like she glamorized. It's like smoking. She glamorized.
She did glamorize owning a gun. To be fair, that is true.
Yeah.
They do allude to the fact that Lynette is a liberal, so she would be a Democrat.
And surely Susan would be as well.
I don't know. Susan would let her boyfriend say the F slur. Do you know what I mean?
Think she would. I think
She would.
I don't think so. I think she'd.
Susan Meyer, rat or frog? We're ringing it back.
Oh, she's a rat.
She has to be a rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. McCluskey, rat or frog?
Mrs. McCluskey. I don't know. She has the essence of a rat, but
She's a
visually
frog.
a frog.
She's
Yeah,
a frog.
that is true. Gabby.
Gabby be a rat, but a glam rat.
I kind of think Gabby's a bit of a frog.
No, like Gabby would be a rat that smokes.
Right, fair.
Do you know?
Lynette.
Lynette, I feel, would be a rat. Yeah.
It's the only one that's a frog, Brie.
I think Brie is a rat as well.
No, Brie's a frog. Brie has to be a
No,
frog.
because
she
she's
has
like
to be.
She has like mousy, like
Has nothing to do with the features.
no, it's not. I don't mean features, but she has mousy essence.
No, she wouldn't. No,
Watch someone come for me now saying that a mouse and a rat are not the same thing.
no. I think she's a frog. I
Fair.
think she's more of a frog.
Mary Alice is a frog.
Mary Alice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, which one's Mary Alice? Yeah. No, Mary Alice is definitely a frog.
Like frog
Interesting.
down. Yeah.
Right. Right,
Anyway,
we'll take that
this is
one
no longer
offline.
a Desperate Housewives
No.
podcast.
When we weren't listening to Desperate Housewives, we were basking in the glorious sun that we've been getting over the
What we
past.
won't be doing is we won't be turning this into a weather forecast podcast situation. We're not doing it. I know everyone was warm, but there was one point where everyone just had up on their story on Instagram how warm they were, and I know globally we were all, or nationally we were all
it's
very
global
warm.
warming,
Do you know what?
climate change. We're getting warmer.
If it's real, who knows?
Oh,
We'll talk about it.
No,
next
sorry,
week.
you can't. You cannot
In the
say
same
in the
podcast,
same-
I want to own a gun. Climate change is not real.
Right.
Do you know what? You have to say it with chest.
I'll be back in 2 weeks with my new solo podcast.
No, I'm like, it was just a bit much now. Everyone talking about the weather. Do you know?
Yeah,
We don't need to
that
talk
is
about
true.
it, but we can talk about it in a good way. Loved it. Had a great time. So happy that I didn't sleep for 4 days. It was really nice.
Yeah, we went to Glendalough on Saturday, which was the warmest day.
And we got in the lake.
We did get in the lake.
That's new
Yeah,
for us.
it was lovely. Now, I forgot. Actually, sorry, another thing I have to call you out on. Me rocking up every single one of you bastards bringing slides with you. What's
Because
that
we all
about?
thought about it. You
Yeah,
didn't
and
think about it.
Do you not think exactly?
I would have assumed you packed swimming togs, you packed shorts, you packed SPF, you packed specific facial SPF.
I was thinking of you, baby. That's why I was
Oh,
thinking.
darling, don't
I
come at
was
me.
thinking, darling, I
Darling,
didn't.
you were not thinking of me with facial SPF.
I was.
You were not.
I
You were
said-
like, oh no, I don't want to get.
I said my poor
Skin damage.
my poor Republican boyfriend is going to get it's going to get sunburned.
I don't believe in SPF.
He
anyway.
doesn't believe, and I have to back it myself.
Yeah, I just assumed you would have brought slides. That's silly.
No, I
for you.
didn't, because
the last time we were there,
Yeah.
when we tried to get in the lake, it was real stony. And
It
very
was
hard on the feet now.
rickety.
Very, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just delighted I actually remembered to bring them.
Yeah, so I had to, when you weren't swimming, I had to use myself because it's all rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
But I have to say, this was the first time I've ever like how do I put this? This is the first time I've ever like enjoyed the weather in Ireland the way I would enjoy the weather abroad.
Oh yeah.
Because I think, right, so here's the thing, and I brought this up to the girls. So think of Americans, right? It's not hard
Again,
for you to do.
Yeah,
obviously.
apparently can't get them off my mind.
Yeah. Like, you know the way they have like 4th of July weekend or I don't know, Labor Day or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they all kind of like, you see the videos of the TikToks or whatever of them all on like the interstate and they're all going one direction. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Irish people don't really do that. So I think culturally, it's like, God, no, I wouldn't be going to Glendalough. Sure, everyone's going to be in Glendalough. And it's kind of the same idea of like, I'm not going to the beach today. It's going to be packed. It's too warm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then at the same time, that just screams you didn't take in the culture around the time that Swedish House Mafia played in the Phoenix Park. And
I can tell you for certain I didn't.
Or like when the Pope visited. Do you know what I mean? Like the roads were closed. It was a nightmare.
Right, okay.
So like getting around in Ireland is not easy on the best of times.
This is true. If that's the point you're trying to make, this is
so
true.
Like everyone going to the one place at the one time, like even getting back home from Lana Del Rey, couldn't get a taxi for ages. Raining and
That
all.
is true.
Do you know what I mean? It's a nightmare.
Yeah. But I feel like, I don't know, I can't speak for everyone. Even although this is a national conversation, I'm not going to take the voice away from the nation. I'm just going to say I feel like it's a thing where people kind of avoid hotspots on these days. So I feel like every single time there's ever been like a run of weather, I've never really gotten to enjoy it in the way that like you'll just sit out in the sun. Or like you'll go to the beach, you'll go to the water.
Disagree, because I don't know if you've seen the videos and all from people getting on the dart to go to like Portmarnock and
crazy. What was it about? Crazy.
Like 2 hours to get to Sutton Beach or whatever, or promenade or whatever it is.
I have a fun fact
walkway.
actually. I have an interesting fun fact.
Right.
Because I seen that the underground in London this week was 45 degrees. Now obviously I presume that's like Covent Garden one that's like down underground like.
This is the viral video explaining why it's so warm down there.
Yeah, and I found it so interesting.
Yeah,
so for those who haven't seen it, the reason that it's warm is because
for those of you who don't know, the London Underground is this light rail system that happens underground, and it's relatively inexpensive to take, and it gets you from A to B.
You probably love the London Underground because it's real industrial and all.
No, do you know what? I'd probably oppose it. Not in my backyard. Wouldn't be having it.
But it's not, because it's underground. Lucky for you. But when everyone always talks about like how hot it is when it's hot, London Underground is insanely hot. But when it was built in the 1800s, apparently the standard temperature average, if you will, was like 16 degrees. But apparently the underground is built with clay, and clay holds heat. So for years, with the trains going around and around and around, obviously, and like people just packing into it, it doesn't cool down because there's no ventilation, because it was made in the 1800s. So now the average degrees is 26 degrees in the London Underground. So it's gone up by 10 degrees. And you won't believe this because you're a Republican, but that proves climate change in my mind. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, but how does that prove climate change?
Because it's real warm now.
Is it not basic science that the clay holds the heat?
But you don't like science, you're a Republican.
No, I like science, just not climate change.
Name an alkaline metal. Go on.
An alkaline metal?
Yeah.
You name one.
No, I didn't say I'm a scientist, no. You do it.
No.
Zinc.
No, I don't want to.
Someone let me know if zinc is an alkaline metal. I'm not quite sure. Tin. Aluminium.
Is that a thing? Do you classify
alkaline metals?
Yeah, do you classify metals?
I think so.
I don't know if you do.
I can tell.
The pH of the water?
The messages we are going to get about this. Oh, well, now not for any drag queens, because Lord knows none of them know anything about alkaline metals. But like our educated friends, they'll tell us.
Your friend Saoirse.
My friend Saoirse. It's going to be on hopping my phone out of it.
Yeah. But look, let's be fair. No, actually, now I'm after losing my train of thought now.
We were in Glendalough.
Yeah.
It was very warm.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So everyone going to the hot spots, as you aforementioned.
Yes.
No, it's gone out of my head. It's gone completely out of my head now. You're after baffling me with alkaline metals.
Just your head as a Republican cannot like comprehend too many things all at once.
No.
And I'm after just knocking that out. Are you going to say that it was crazy because the people that were getting the dart?
No, that's mad anyway.
That is mad anyway. But I don't know. Just know
what? What's for you won't pass you. Do you know what I mean? And I don't need to be making up stuff.
And you know yourself.
Yeah.
Sure, you know yourself and all that.
We take a break.
We will take a break, and we are going to go for a short little massage. That's message, not massage, just in case anyone.
Yeah, I was
thinking.
like, are we?
And we'll be back to talk about what
alkaline metals.
what exactly the national conversations have been. Hey, it's right. It's Miss Roots here reminding you to rate and subscribe to our podcast on whatever platform it is that you are listening on. And while you're at it, you can also leave us a little review. Go on. I'll wait. I've nowhere else to be. Don't worry about it. Go on, take your time. Go on. No, go on. Oh, no, don't say that. No. Get rid of that. Say something nicer. Much better. Very good now.
And we're back. Now, there's been lots of different things in the news over the past few weeks. There's a lot of ongoing stories and recurring issues that are happening in the world geopolitically. And while this podcast is obviously a natural source of factual information and unbiased opinions,
It's obviously where you go to get facts, like alkaline metals.
You know what I mean? Alkaline metals, travel do's and don'ts, like
rats, frogs,
that kind of thing. You know, but we don't want to necessarily turn this podcast into a news podcast. It's while there are a lot of kind of topical issues going on. There's a lot of current issues. That's not what this is. It's meant to kind of be a little bit more of...
It's reactionary.
A little bit of a spark of joy, hopefully.
Yes.
But a little bit of a hopefully is kind of like brightening the mood.
I remember,
Christian values.
Clearly. Yeah. I remember when we were saying to some of the gals that we were going to be starting like a new podcast, and we kind of told them the premise. One of them was like, it's not going to be real serious, is it? And we were like, no, God, no.
But something that is on the lips of the nation at the moment is the new Superman movie.
I would like to think more so what's on the lips of the nation, what I wish was on my lips. Baby. David Cornsmith.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say popcorn.
Well, that too.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
fair. you were going in different
Christian
directions
values.
to me.
My mind is just so pure.
David Cornsmith, the man that he is, the new Superman.
Yes.
Specifically,
him.
Beautiful
Actually,
man.
one thing that is in the group chat at the moment is how much that they were all paid. So the new Superman movie is coming out. It was directed by James Gunn, I think.
Right.
Was it?
Yes.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Say factual information.
Yes, no, it was definitely.
And the thing that's kind of the most people are talking about with the reviews of the movie is it turns out if you go woke, you won't go broke.
Okay.
Right.
So the new Superman's slightly woke.
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
Right. Okay.
And that's what I find fascinating about keyboard warriors in particular, but also the dilution, I suppose, of critics. Right, so we don't get official opinions anymore. We just get everyone's opinions amalgamated into one.
Interesting. Okay,
like this podcast,
of course.
But with this movie, one thing that's kind of been talked about a lot is the salaries. Right, for the three main leading cast. Okay, so Superman and Lois Lane both allegedly got $750K each.
Okay, that's quite low, right? I would think.
And Lex Luthor, I think, is the character, got $2 million.
Okay, but Lex Luthor, I can't remember the actor's name. He's been around ages.
No, he's been knocking around, but
he's been around since Skins, like.
But I mean, who's going to that movie for him?
Well, this is true. Well,
do you know what I mean?
I think him being there heightens because we watched David Cornsmith in Hollywood.
Yeah.
As in the TV show Hollywood. It was out in, I think it was 2020. It was Ryan Murphy.
I think it was. Oh no, I think it was before.
Was it?
I think
it might have been late 2019. Anyway, we watched it during the first lockdown. Fantastic.
We only rewatched it last year.
Yeah, but I've never seen him really in anything else. I've seen him pop up here and there. No. But of course, look at his face. I followed him on Instagram. I've been paying close attention. Yeah. He hasn't really done too much else in terms of like really high profile things. But yeah, still considering he is Superman, it is 700K or 750K. Now, it seems quite low.
It was also said that they are in line for bonuses if it does well at the box office, all that kind of stuff, and it has done really well at the box office.
Right.
Apparently, it's nearly covered its budget already, which was like 250 million.
The guy who it's really annoying that I can't remember his name, Nicholas Hoult. Yes, Nicholas Hoult. He actually auditioned apparently for Superman as well.
What?
Yeah, he auditioned to be Superman and didn't get it, and they obviously liked him, and he is Nicholas Hoult, so he got Lex Luthor. I think it's Lex Luthor. He was also in. Am I right in saying he played, like Beast Boy or something like that? Didn't he in the young? See again. You come here for facts.
Come here for facts. But the thing with this is right. What fascinates me so much is how.
Flash. Anyway, go on.
Cinema is always cinema as of late is just huge blockbuster movies. It's superheroes. It's dragons. It's random fantasy things, dinosaurs,
which apparently
Jurassic World.
Another fun fact. I'm full of fun facts that I know 75% of, and then I'll trail off towards the end. The things you can actually see a trend. So this is also apparently like a recession indicator. So, yippee!
Yeah.
The movies that will always do well, or TV series that will always do well, are based around superheroes.
Yeah.
Based around dragons, and are based around aliens.
Oh.
They always and dinosaurs. For whatever reason, so think of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Think of like E.T. Think of House of the Dragon / Game of Thrones. They always they
That
just have a
famous movie, House of the Dragon.
But it applies to TV shows as well. They always do well.
Yeah.
Like how
they always attract like such a kind of more diverse audience.
I think, and again, this is something you'll be accustomed to. I think they're seen as family movies, family values, dragons,
dragons and Christians.
Like because they're cool enough for an adult, but not too sexy for a child. They're cool.
Yeah, I do think there's an element of fantasy though in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's you're not just watching like a soap opera.
Well, I think, for example, like Star Wars, and I know I said aliens, but like Star Wars or like Star Trek for some people is too wishy-washy. But like the concept of a dragon, for some reason, people are on board with. They're like, a Jedi, no. A dragon, absolutely.
Yeah. No, I get that. But the thing with the superhero movies, right? And this is something that I was reading online. So superhero movies do better in times of social and economic uncertainty.
So,
and apparently the studios obviously know this, and they kind of try and forecast when that's going to be.
That's so interesting, was it? If you think of the kind of like the breakthrough of Marvel was the last recession, they rode through that recession, and now they are like they're in the decline. Like Marvel's
way
well.
too wishy-washy now.
Whereas I wonder if this is now like are DC going to strike while the iron's hot? Are they now going to have their Marvel moment?
But they've been trying.
They've been trying for like
they
have been trying
20 years.
I say bring back X-Men. I loved X-Men.
X-Men is DC, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or are they?
Oh, hold on. No, I think they're actually Marvel.
Oh. Leave them for the next recession.
They're the same universe as Deadpool. No, so they must be DC.
I have no idea.
I have to acknowledge, it must be people are screaming at us right now with them in their ears. This must be, you would think this is rage bait, but it's kind of just like malicious ignorance at this stage.
At this point it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But excuse me, the idea of superheroes always done well, so the comics always done well at those times as well. So specifically like Captain America was basically a reaction to World War II.
Yeah.
Do you know? So like all of that kind of stuff. I found that wormhole that I went into very interesting.
A nice wormhole.
Well,
you brought up the fact that, critics are dead.
Yeah.
You can't have just a critic's opinion. People don't go... I think the idea of a critic is too broad, more so now, because everyone with a TikTok or whoever is a critic. Everyone in our semi-viral video is a critic,
yes,
But we did go to Lana Del Rey, and I thought it was fantastic, right? There was a lot of discourse, and I think I remember talking about it on the last episode. There was a lot of discourse around whether it was a good show or not. There was a lot of people returning tickets. I'm a huge Lana Del Rey fan. I've always been a huge Lana Del Rey fan. Well, actually, a few albums I didn't love, but generally speaking, I'm a very big Lana Del Rey fan. And I don't think I'm a big fan in the sense that I'm like ignorant towards her, or I'm like, no, she can do no wrong. I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan, I'm not a stan. Yeah. I'm not a delusional stan that will let her do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
However, I'm a fan enough to know Lana Del Rey, right? Yeah. We were going to see a Lana Del Rey show. So why the critics were so hot and bothered about this show being in a stadium and it not being very good, I don't know, because Lana Del Rey was never going to be pink. She was never going to be flying around the stadium. Like, she was just net that wasn't going to be her.
There's so many stadium shows that are more than just pink.
But
why is that your only stadium
Because
reference?
she wasn't going to be flying around the place.
Beyonce was actually flying around the place, to be fair.
Beyonce almost lost her life flying around the place,
to be fair,
I think you'll find. But also, she doesn't do dance music. The closest thing was when Summertime Sadness won a Grammy, and she didn't even get that Grammy, and she was fuming about it. Anyway, there was one particular review that was left after her show in the Aviva, and I will accept the fact that it was a wild show to be in the Aviva Stadium.
There was absolutely no reason for it to be in a stadium.
But this particular headline said, by far the strangest performance the Aviva has had.
Okay.
So, of all of the shows that have ever been the Aviva, they apparently, this particular critic that wrote in the Irish Times said that it was very strange. Now, he did applaud. He said that the performance was really, really good. He called it quirky. He liked your quirkiness. But basically was saying that the running time was 90 minutes of the show, and that was scandalous.
Look, I agree with that, right? Her tickets were quite expensive.
They were.
Right. Her show was far too short for a stadium.
Okay.
There was no reason to be in a stadium in the first place, right? she wasn't there for like 3 songs.
Finding it very hard not to stand up for Miguel Lana.
But you're not a stan, so it's fine.
I'm not a stan.
I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was really good. Now, my only other gripe is the sound in the Aviva is shocking.
It is shocking, but that's the Aviva.
Music.
But there was also...
concert.
So basically, for any people who aren't a stan of Lana, like myself apparently, Lana is known to kind of be a bit of a clapback queen. Lana doesn't necessarily... Lana's like always online. She will see what's been written about her. And she clapped back to this particular person, the Irish Times, and said, oh, I think this is the wrong take on the angle for your story.
Yeah.
But it sparked a lot of people talking about, like, is it right for artists to basically clap back at critics? Should they just
no,
lie down and
totally,
take
because
it,
at the same time, art is subjective. It's there to be criticised. It's there to be critiqued. But I do think certain artists going to stadiums is the late stage capitalism of live performance.
And we've talked about it, and we've bought tickets for the big tree.
Well,
the big tree.
But you see, do you know what? Right now, mark my words. I'm gonna lose my life for Gaga in an arena because we're never getting her in an arena again.
I think that's going to be the new thing, though. I think the big artists are going to go back to arenas. Gaga's is gonna.
It's going to be a trendsetter thing because they're going to start touring in winter again.
Because Taylor sparked, like, she wasn't the first person in a stadium, but the era's her done so well. That's why we have Lana Del Rey in a stadium. Yeah. Because stadiums are just like, great, people love stadiums, easy, people love breezy, to go. Let's go and go.
It's the summer people like
exactly.
Going. And I also think, here's a hot take, I think we could have seen like 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, don't know the exact timeline, we could have easily seen that arena thing being much more of a residency, like what Adele done in Germany.
Yeah.
When Michael Jackson was supposed to do London for 50 nights.
Is that when he died?
That's when he died, yeah. But he was supposed to do 50 nights in London in the O2 Arena when he could have probably done 20 in a stadium or whatever.
Why was my reaction about to be, I'd love to do that. Of course I would.
50 nights in an arena.
I love, that seems cozy to me.
No, I love the idea of a residency, to be fair. Yeah, I do love that kind of, you can clock in, you've got your venue, you don't have to tour, like that kind of stuff. Totally, I get that. But yeah, I do think we're going to start seeing those pop-up residencies happening more, where like Beyonce will do like 10 nights or 20 nights in the central location. So it'll be one place in Europe, one place in America, one place in Asia or whatever, or Australia, whatever happens.
Do you know what I need to see before this? I need to see a systematic downfall of Ticketmaster, though.
Oh, 100%.
Like, do you remember? I can't remember what it was called because, again, we love facts on this podcast. The documentary that was about Abercrombie a couple of years back. I can't remember what it was called. I have no idea. I'm sure
Rise and Fall of a Melted Man or something
like that. I don't know. Horrible. I need one of those. I need a no punches spared about the
punches spared.
No punches spared. Don't spare any punches.
No punches spared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to dissect that further?
It's not something I've particularly heard before. So I would just like to.
I thought you would have loved that.
Reiterate that.
It's real.
It's a bit too new for me.
Yeah,
too new. It needs to be in the zeitgeist first before I can take that on. You know.
But I thought Lana was great, and to be fair, I don't know why people are so surprised that she's clapping back, because this is the person who clapped back at Azalea Banks and said, don't think I won't not fuck you the fuck up. Yeah. So, I mean,
I have no problem with her clapping back. Good for her, because I'm doing it on TikTok. Do you know what I mean?
This is true.
But she shouldn't have been in the stadium. That's all I'll say on the matter now.
Well, she's not anymore. It's over.
I do want to really quickly go back to the cinema thing first, because we went to a preview screening of a horror film called Bring Her Back.
Yes.
Bring Her Home.
Bring Her Back.
And again, factually correct.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to have to call this episode Factually Correct.
Factually correct.
Yeah.
This is the episode where everything is factually correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah. Facts, and more facts.
But I really struggled with the idea of paying €20 for popcorn and a drink and a side. Or
it's scandalous.
A bar of chocolate or whatever.
It's scandalous. What's it about?
€20 is insane.
And specifically, right, Liffey Valley is where we went. The View in Liffey Valley. Okay. Not me calling them out. But the thing about Liffey Valley is there's no, like, deals, or there's no...
That is the deal.
What?
That is the deal.
Okay.
That's the combo. Like, that's the advertised price.
I mean deals to store.
The shop.
I was like, why are you turning Italian for it? That is the deal.
That is the deal.
It's like,
take it or leave it.
I don't start. There is no deals.
Yeah.
So you can't, like, every other cinema that I can think of, like the ones in Blanche, the ones in town, you can pop around the corner and get like your sweets and your candy, your confectionery for like half the price. But there's nowhere really to go, like M&S, or you can go over to Tesco again.
What I'd like to know, are we supporting the cinema by buying the popcorn, or are we supporting the cinema by buying the ticket?
I'm not supporting the ticket by buying popcorn because mine was fucking stale.
You're not supporting the ticket by buying the popcorn?
The cinema,
You're doing my head in now. I'm not in the humour right now. I'm not in the humour of it.
I don't think I don't know, clean the seats and then I'll support
you. See, this is the thing. I would go to the cinema a lot more if the experience was nicer. It's just not nice.
Do you know where has a gorgeous cinema? Charlestown actually has a really nice cinema.
The Odeon.
The Odeon. It's actually really
Although
nice.
I think Odeon is generally a nice
Generally
cinema.
nice. The one in Blanche is fine, but I think it's so busy. Yeah, it's so busy that unfair. I'm not going to be the Karen that's like, oh, this popcorn, like the Blanche.
No, the popcorn doesn't bother me.
So busy.
Sticky floors bother me.
Sticky floors and the smell. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Reupholster your seats.
An odorous seat.
An odorous seat. I can't
attracts
be doing
me
it.
not.
No. But we did. The what we went to see was a mystery movie.
Yeah.
So we paid, which is kind of wild. We paid.
But I kind of like the thrill. Now I normally like the planning in advance.
Sorry, I turned around to the gals and I was like, oh, so what? Like, were these tickets cheaper because it was a mystery? They were more expensive.
Actually,
they were more expensive. Well, they were at least the same price.
They were the same price. Yeah.
But we did go see Take Her Back or whatever it was called. Bring Her Back, and it was fantastic.
It comes out on the 1st of August.
The 1st of August
in Ireland,
and in A24. I love. Wait, it is an A24. Mm-hmm. Yes, because there's the other A24 out that I can't remember the name of. Because again, facts. But it's an A24 movie. It's really, really good. I didn't think it was too jump scary. It's just
a really good film.
But we all put up like a little kind of thing on our Instagram saying, oh, you should go, it's really good. And I said that it wasn't jump scary. And then the girls were like, haha, I can't believe you said it's not jump scary. I was like, it's not. No. I didn't think it was jump scary.
But I love how you all done in-depth reviews. Everyone.
You were like,
I literally went to see this movie, was decent. I was like, right, well, if I had known we were doing like critics reviews, I would have given a star system. Like,
do go see it. I think it's really good, not too jumpy, and I found that it kind of kept me captivated for the entire thing. And I'm not someone who's easy to captivate.
I will give you props for one thing.
What?
They've divested from Coca-Cola. Now,
okay.
I don't come at me. I don't know factually, obviously. But the Pepsi Max was very refreshing instead of having to have Coke Zero or one of them.
Yeah, it was nice.
Drinks. It was nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Anything else nationally that you want to discuss at the moment?
Yes, there is something that's very iconic.
Okay.
So, are you familiar at all with the Sylvania drama?
Sylvania drama?
Or TikTok account. Sylvanian drama.
No.
So, you know the Sylvanian families?
Okay.
Okay. So, there's a TikTok account called Sylvania. Is this Sylvanian drama?
You whipped your neck to the notes.
Sylvanian drama.
Right.
It has 2.5 million followers.
Okay.
And it itself has found itself in a bit of a spot of drama, I think you'll find. Okay. So they are currently being sued for copyright infringement by the original Epoch, EPOCH, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, Epoch company. So Epoch launched Sylvanian Families, in 1985. Okay. And they are suing...
Are they like the Mattel of Sylvanian Families?
I guess, yeah, okay. Sure. It's actually a Japanese brand, fun fact. But they are suing a Kildare woman who is the owner, who created the Sylvanian drama account. So, and again, if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm very, very sorry, because obviously you're going to listen. It is National Conversations. Taya is a 20-odd-year-old living in Kildare, and she basically set up, I presume she must have had like loads of Sylvanian family, like little figures.
So like, what's the premise? Is it like...
So... In fairness, okay, I seen this headline and I was like, what is this about? This is crazy. So obviously the idea of Sylvanian families is like, oh, cute, nice, you know. So the Sylvanian drama is, she's definitely like a Gen Z girly who's making up like these mad scenarios and she's enacting them with the Sylvanian family. It's very, very iconic. If you haven't seen them somehow, go and look at it.
Share it on the pod.
I will share it on the pod. The most popular video has 21.9 million views. Okay. So it is very, very viral.
So very similar to your viral video.
Very similar. And just to give you a taste of maybe why the Sylvanian family brand themselves aren't really happy, in the 21.9 million view video, the main premise of it is one of the characters said, I drank bleach this morning. So I seen this and I was like, okay, so they're really unhappy because it's a family brand. Again, Republican, you'd love it.
Do you know what?
It's a family brand. So obviously they're not really happy with this because it's basically like the EastEnders of Sylvanian family. Like, it's mad. But that is actually not why. So the copyright infringement is because they are claiming that she used the dolls for online content and advertisement without permission. So I was like, that's wild. What did she like talk about, like a certain drink? She did not. There is kind of fuel to this fire. So Epoch contends that Thea, who was in her early 20s, promoted major brands such as Marc Jacobs, Burberry, and Hilton Hotels. What? If you go on, I know, I'm sorry, this is so iconic, right? And this is not being like, so she's guilty, she deserves it. If you go on, but all Marc Jacobs, Burberry, and Hilton Hotels, Thea had done advertisement with the Sylvanian families for these brands, and they were reposted. So like Jacobs,
like paid content.
Yeah, Marc Jacobs as part of, like, I think it was their spring summer this year, or maybe actually it's autumn winter because it's always ahead of the season. Actually reposted one of these, and basically it featured one of the Marc Jacobs tote bags, and then like one of them was like, there was this whole family drama. I don't watch it enough to know if they follow a story or it's maybe kind of individual stories. I'm not too sure. But one of them in it, they were like booking a holiday on Hilton Hotels as a family.
No, sorry, I'm sorry. That's iconic.
So at the moment, it just says
gagged by that.
The official announcement is that they are currently actively engaging in settlement discussions. So I really hope Thea is not going to get sued. But if at the same time, if she is in her bag advertising for Marc Jacobs, Burberry, and Hilton Hotels, hopefully she has enough money sitting in the bank to deal with it.
I'm roaring. Fair play to Thea.
Fair play, Thea, the Kildare woman that you are.
Yeah,
I love it. Love it.
Have to get rid of guests.
Stand on business. Stand on business.
Absolutely. That would be more of a hidden headline to me now than a national conversation.
Well, it's about to be national because I'm after talking.
Well, you're
about
after talking about it now.
Talking about it
now. The last thing that I want to talk about is a hidden headline, right? Okay. And it's just a very short headline because in the last 20 years, right, over 2,100 pubs have closed in Ireland. Which...
Sorry, let me sit with that to digest it. Over 2,100 pubs in 20 years have closed in Ireland. Okay, I'm with you.
Which is shocking.
That is crazy.
Like, I know pubs have been on the decline. I know pubs are closing all the time.
I'm going to ask you this, and I feel like the answer is going to be I don't know, because, again, facts. Is that specifically pubs, or does that also count clubs?
No, it's specifically pubs. Yeah, so it's public licenses, basically. That's how they've kind of measured it.
Because
I actually do have my facts for this.
There's too many clubs closing. Like, culture is dying.
We don't have clubs.
We don't. That's what I was going to say. We don't really have clubs. We definitely don't have clubs anymore. But like, the culture isn't there for clubs. Where the culture is still pubs. Pubs 100%. Still, I would consider still do well.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
all over the country.
Now, obviously, they are not doing well, and that's why there's definitely been like an uptick in people going to like drink at home and like all that kind of stuff.
I also feel like, and this is still a pub, so I mean, this probably doesn't even count, but I feel like nowadays though they all have to be kind of like gastropubs. Like, I do feel like there's a death of like ye old pub. Like, people want to go to a pub that is kind of like fancy.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a thing where a pub has to serve food or they have to do cocktails or whatever. But like, I love just a quiet pub where you can have just a drink.
How often do you go to a quiet pub?
Not enough.
Have a drink?
Honestly, not enough. That's the thing. But like, when I read that myself, I was like, do you know what? Culturally, yeah, that has changed, because I would have went to pubs and we would have just went for just a drink, or you'd go to one place for a drink before you go for dinner, and then you'd go somewhere else after if you're going to a show or like whatever. That doesn't really happen
I do
anymore.
think we're in an era though where like wine bars are popping up. Like, I remember when we were in our early 20s, for example, all those years ago, like you drink white wine because it'd be like €2-3 in Tesco or whatever, but culturally wine wasn't a young person's drink.
No,
but I feel like wine is a little bit young now. Like, I feel like the girlies like a white wine, like a spritzer, a rosé. I don't necessarily know how much they love red wine. I still think that's kind of an acquired taste for a slightly later into their 20s person.
That we've like a handful of people that when we go out and I'm like, will we get a bottle, that they'll actually drink red. So,
I'm one of them.
No, I know, but like sometimes you wouldn't be in the mood for red.
This is true.
Whereas it'd be hard pressed for me to not be in the mood for red, unless it's really, really warm.
And I'm never in the mood for white. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I am.
Oh, no.
That's
Although
a lovely clip on
a
its own,
rosé.
just that one clip of you saying I'm never in the mood for white.
Never in the mood for a white. I do love a rosé though.
But yeah, get out and support your local pubs, but also
Do.
specifically LGBTQ plus venues. Get out and support your local LGBTQ plus venues, wherever that may be, in whatever county you may be in, whatever country you're in, because they serve more than just a purpose of being a drinking hole. They are
Okay.
or a watering hole.
I'm going to my local drinking hole.
I'm going to my drinking hole. But they serve more than that because they are a community space. They are a space for people to feel included, to feel safe.
Well, they're so ingrained in Irish culture, specifically. Like the Irish pub, like the Irish pub, which would be like Irish pub / that would be where the local hall and all that kind of stuff is, like that's very much ingrained in our culture.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is really sad
Round
to
up
see
the
that.
gals and get yourself to a cozy pub this autumn.
I love like an old man pub. Like I really love, because I think I'm getting to an age like I don't want the music too loud.
Well, we work in venues that
True.
the music is loud,
pumping. Yeah.
so I kind of like to then go and have a quieter drink.
We went for our friend's 40th in January, and the
my
place
God.
it was a gastropub. Like it wasn't a club by any stretch. The music was so loud, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, and I'm not trying to be ancient.
It was too loud. Everyone
Like it was
said that.
too loud.
You could not speak to the person beside you.
I couldn't,
and there was no
literally.
dance floor.
There was a group. Well, obviously there was loads of us there for our birthday, but our group specifically was like 8 or 9 of us. I only spoke to like 3 other people, and one of them was you, because I physically could not talk loud enough to get to the other side of the table.
I done that by choice. No, I'm joking. Right, well, that's everything for me, I think.
That is us for another 2 weeks.
I do have a reminder.
Oh, okay.
Because this is our first time out
Out
of
of
drag on
drag.
the pod.
It is.
And this is the first time that the whole episode is going to be available on YouTube.
Yeah, we did. In fairness, we got a lot of people asking where the rest of the episode was, which is quite surprising considering I'm nearly sure from episode 1 we were like, half the episode is going to be here, half the episode is going to be on YouTube. But it does feel like the appetite is there for people to watch. I think watch
their books.
Watch a book. Watch a podcast.
So yeah, if the footage is going to be there, we may as well upload it.
We will.
And one of the funniest things from the viral video that you had with 21.9 million views on it was a few people didn't realise we were an actual couple.
This is true. Now, were you saying that as an actual fact, 21.9 million?
No, I was referencing how you actually didn't have 21.9 million.
Oh, yes, sorry. Because I was
video.
like, that, it's not, but okay.
Yeah.
A few people did not know, and that is wild to me, that they don't know.
Yeah.
We are a real-life couple. This is us. And also, because we had a lot of people saying that they're going to listen, and we actually had a little look at the analytics, and they did go up quite.
They did.
Quite
so if you're new and you've made it this far,
Thank
you're
you.
an absolute
Thank
gem.
you.
Thank
I'm
you
going to
so
fix my
much.
hair because I just seen that it's after falling apart in the video. Love
Aw,
that.
52 minutes in.
Yeah.
Aww.
So welcome if you're new here, and if you don't know, we're a couple. We are drag queens. That's kind of all you need to know so far.
We'll be back in 2 weeks' time.
We will, with lots more facts. Lots more facts about lots of nice new things.
Until next time, thank you so much for listening. Come here.
Go on.
Goodbye.